Good afternoon, Rotarians and guests. It's great to see you on this March 18th after a really exciting weekend. So big congratulations to the Wolfpack. Who in here is a big fan? ACC champ first time since 1987. So very exciting. Good to see everybody here. Hello to everybody on Zoom. My name is Mary Buffer, and I am this year's president of the Rotary Club of Raleigh. So excited to be here today. We've got a great meeting in store, a lot of great announcements and updates, and a fantastic speaker. Thank you, David Williams, for being here. But before we get started, Tommy Keller is going to lead us in an invocation and pledge.
Glad you're all here. Drag your heads close. Father, thank you for gathering us together for Rotarians. So the work that we do, the money that we raise, and the fundraisers that we hold, and also the impact that we have in lives both here and outside of this room. We thank you for the fact that the speakers and all of the week blessings that we take for granted and we all come together and get together. We thank you that this is a free country that we get to do it. Thank you that you would be here with us and about our conversation. Amen. Amen. Can you please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation. Oh, beautiful for states, the skies over and birthdays of rain, for no mountains majesty of the plain. Amen. Amen. God shed his grace on thee, and around thy good wind from sea to shining sea. Our day, that's the Rotary.
All right, so we have some fantastic guests here today, and what I'm going to do, what we'd like to do here is pass around the microphone and all the guests introduce themselves. I'm going to start with you, Grace. If you stand up, we are going to hear from you in a little bit as well. I'm going to start with you, and then we'll pass the microphone around.
Hello, all. Grace Massarelli here. I'm excited to join you guys for a second time, and I'm looking forward to our speaker today. So thank you for having me, and that's about it.
All right, let's give her a round of applause. I've got two guests at this table. Georgette, would you mind standing up and saying hello to us? We're also going to hear more from Georgette in the morning.
Hello, everyone. Nice to be here again. My name is Georgette Poku. As I said last Monday, I just applied. I'm waiting to be a member of this nice group. So I decided to join this group because of your mission, the values that align properly with mine, and the opportunity also to grow professionally and personally. So I look forward to be actively participating in the initiative, the activity of this community. And nice to meet you all.
Another guest at the table. Weston.
Hi, everybody. My name is Weston. I am a guest of David Evans, and I'm with Griswold, and I'm looking forward
For about 18 years and been still in marketing and just recently was the director of engagement and development.
We're gonna keep this table. David has some very talented people with him today. I'm gonna start with Mr. Morgan as well. Hello, my name is. Thank you guys so much for visiting, and Harrison Turner, Richmond, he is our membership chair. If you are interested in membership, please will be at the doors at the end of the meeting, and we can get you some more info. $5 before we do that, don't forget to get a little table, or the lines in North Carolina. We have $5 today. You have $3. One, of course, for the whole back. One is for DJ Burns. Kind of made fun of the entire tournament, I feel like, and he became MVP of the tournament, so also DJ Burns. And then one for all four training, or all three travel teams, even though it's Duke and UNC, plus NC State that are in the NCAA tournament. So $3. Anybody else?
Are you, Charlie? Nice.
One on Saturday as well, that's very, very hot. And then it was a clear on purpose, and one of the homes over there, they did the first reading on, so if you're all sports fan, you're going to do this one. And, one of them is, what's going on Saturday ball. Our first, we had a moment, I think, $30,000.
Where do you need those? Hold it closer. Everyone thinks it's a good thing about the science.
Little bit of experience. I'm the one who like going to do a lot of sites. That's fine. For the next one, one that they were living in is to the left. So that gives you an idea of the type of conditions that this, this was a one, that this was a house with the one, that we're going to do is going to have a father and three grandchildren. So we would have started painting over. This is the homeowner, kids, they just started jumping in. And it was fun, although the little girl was started getting everything. How we And the nice thing was the bathrooms were built in advance. They're concrete block framed with a stucco finish. They're actually quite modern. If you look at them, there's a toilet, running water, not hot water. They just have tempered water. There is a water system in the community that, and they have a water storage tank on top of the bathroom and they'll store water. And then we did a little extra. I was telling Nathan about it. The homeowner standing there in that lower right picture. In the kitchen, we built her. Homes we didn't have anything. This is the finished product. There is no interior finishes beyond that. But this is far better than it will have. There will be electricity in there as well with some outlets and some lights, slide. And there's Judy and I with a happy homeowner. And the Rotary emblem being put at the top of the house as a final touch. So next slide. And then, we can have some fun. So the local club on Friday night hosted a big party for us. It's carnival time, so they got some people dressed up in costumes. And that's a group picture of the Rotarians from the district here as well as the district down. Next slide. And then there was fun we did on Friday. We took a bunch of eyeglasses down with us, and we all had a day in the community where we invited residents to come and see an optometristic festive provision and hopefully give them some classes. And, the food was great, and that's a picture of Jude and I, we took out Kissimmee, our host, to dinner up on a mountainside that's overlooking Santiago. Beautiful, beautiful place. That's it, I think. Yes, thanks. I really do recommend this trip, so next year, November this year, start talking about it again, get some more interest.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you to both you and Judy for going down there, and everybody chat with Kevin if you're interested in it. He also is, really big into habitat, so if you have any home improvement projects, he's really the guy to chat with. He's very good. So Eric Stevens, could you come up and talk about Carolina Pets from this past weekend?
Absolutely. So, yes, this past weekend, all day Friday, half the day Saturday, we had the Carolinas Pets Conference in Greensboro. For those of you that don't know, PETS stands for President-elect Training Seminar. So this is the training for our club here at Larson to follow up. Karen is our club president next year. Our delegation from our club was Eric. I was there as an incoming area governor, and Nathan Thomas was there as a discussion leader. So we had a nice group, and for any of you all prospective presidents, you will be well trained, and will be well ready for your year as president when you go to this. So it's a very well organized thing. They have great speakers. And a lot of time to really get into the nitty gritty of how you mechanics of the day-to-day running of the club. Because it's such a big thing, it's all throughout the Carolinas. There were over 500 people there. And then they bring in wonderful speakers. We had a woman from the International Rotary Foundation, gave a great talk. Several other really good inspiring speakers. So you get the inspiring speakers and the people that like Nathan and work with you through the very nitty-gritty of how to run a club. We're well positioned. So
Good hearing, Chuck Baldwin.
Yeah, Dad got a picture.
oh yes, Chuck Caldwell is there. Got to say hello to him, and he's doing great.
He's
He's gonna be the president and is watching.
There's Nathan and I couldn't find a picture of you, Eric.
You know what, there's 71 right before I came, I didn't get a chance to. There's one in the whole District 7710 delegation.
Here, Nathan's in
Yeah, that one's not me, but there's, I don't know if you're in the one, Nathan, with the whole delegation, but there's one that came that's got everybody.
there. Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys. So as the money comes up for the raffle, could I also get Richard, Averett, Harrison, and John Case to come on up here?
What about? Oh, the winner.
We discard 1 second each week and that person's disqualified. Carrie, would you pull one for us, please?
Yes.
We got a modest raffle today, but still a pretty good pop. 8002841. 2841. Great.
Linda just informed me too, Richard Watkins, you are here.
Yes,
Could you come up? Yes, we are going to have some updates on our different board chairs. Before you, Richard Watkins, John Cates is going to stay up here, though, please. Gonna give us an update on March Madness.
Hey, we're really excited. Obviously, a lot of people were happy and excited with the ACC tournament. But now we're going into March Madness. Could it get any better than that? Tom Holder has agreed to organize a March Madness tournament for our club. The site is up and running. It's logged into ESPN. Right now, we have 12 people signed up, and we'd like to have a minimum of 25, is that correct? The entry fee is $50. You have a chance to win half the money, so if we have 20 people in, it's $1,000, you can win $500, $50 half, $500, pretty good deal. I know there's some people in here that like to win money. And I see a show of hands of some additional people that would like to participate in March Madness Food.
Okay, 1, 2,
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome.
all right.
Hey, please let Linda know, and Tom will send you the invitation. We can do as many people as we can get sign-ups for, but we'd like to have 25. We'll update you each week. Just so you know, the funds go to help cover the expense of the club. And that helps to keep your dues down. So play and pay, okay?
John. Round of applause. Okay, Richard. It is now your turn, Richard Watkins.
I'm standing next to another Richard.
So, yeah, if you could give us an update on our need for host families.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Before I get started, I'd like to say happy Monday to each and every one of you. And thank God I came in late to give me an opportunity to miss Happy Dollars as a Tar Heel right there. I'm glad I've been following that. All right, but before, all jokes aside, we really need your help. We had a huge event, a month ago regarding the Rotary Youth Exchange, where we had a student from the area and we announced where we are sending them. And they have a host family in another country that is going to welcome them. Now, the key part about Rotary Youth Exchange is exchange. We get that, right? And so we need to return the favor. And I know my colleague Shakima has been up here. We've seen social media requests. We've had email requests after request after request. We have to uphold our end of the deal and host the student that we are going to receive in the exchange process. So just really quickly, just so I can just know where we stand. Just a show of hands, now, this is not like blood, agreement, it's not a sign on how, just a show of hands of the people in the room, pressure's on, who is interested? Do we have anyone interested in hosting a student in Rotary Youth Exchange? We have 1, 2, 3, all right, fantastic. All right, I was so scared that I was going to have to turn back and say, listen, I'm sorry, you gotta send the kid somewhere else. All right, so for the folks that are interested, I'm going to send an email to you, really kind of talk about how to get this set up. But if you have a change of heart, if when you go home or you drive to wherever you're going, you're like, you know what? I want to kind of serve as a host family. Don't be shy, don't hesitate. Reach out to me. My name is Richard Watkins. You can get my email from Linda or Carrie. We need your help now more than ever. And with that, I want to hold the program anymore. Thank you so much for your time. Okay.
Thank you, Richard, and so glad to see John and Harris and your hands go up. So excited about our exchange student. So Rich, your favorite, your turn.
Hey, folks, welcome again. It's Richard Everett, Service Chair for our club. Regarding service projects coming up, had to postpone our Wake Up and Read book sort, originally scheduled for March 30th. Had to postpone, we'll move it to April. However, we do have 2 events in April. April 20th is our Lions Park Stream cleanup. And April 21st, we have our fellow Rotarians walk to defeat dementia. With Heather Hoover, that's a volunteer event. It's a great event and something we support every week. So please check out the bulletin to see these 2 events you can sign up. Also, our Rotary Wide project is our collection of water bottles. We're still collecting bottles. If you have any, was it Sarah Reeves last year or last week? You brought some. Cindy. Cindy Roberts brought, two big old bagfuls of bottles, so this is great. This is a little unique from the past. If you recall, in the past, we've done one day, one service project for the area. This is, as you can see, a long project, and the 20th will be actually ribbon cutting. But, under the leadership of Kathleen Cody, this has been a wonderful service project and event for our group. So please check out your bulletin, sign up for the 20th, 21st, keep on the lookout for a wake up and read book sorting, and I'll need to get with Kevin on a habitat bill in May. And thank you for your leadership with that. Thank you.
Thank you. We have got a great leadership update this week.
Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. Happy Monday. I know everybody's extremely happy this Monday for one reason or another. I'm a Duke fan, so I'm here. Anyways, as I begin, please give Georgette, Grace, as well as Peter to come up front. If you would make your way up front. While they're coming up front, we do have a second reading today for Summer Wisher. I don't know if she's on Zoom or not today, but as everybody knows, Summer, one way or fashion here at the club, is a reminder, she's the executive director for Wake Smile, excuse me. We have a close relationship with them. She is looking to be a member of our club. We are very familiar with her, looking forward to having her as part of the club and getting her inducted here soon. But with that, we have some new first readings today, which I'm very excited about. And we will start with Grace Maxwell. Grace is sponsored by John Case, and she is a Raleigh native. She's one of 5 children who resides in Raleigh. Grace attended Raleigh High School before going to UNC Wilmington to earn a bachelor's of science degree in economics. Grace continued her studies at Campbell Law School in downtown Raleigh following college and took and passed the bar exam in July 2021. Since passing the bar, Grace has joined the law firm of Gaylor, Hunt, Davis, Taylor, and Gibbs in downtown, a firm specializing in family law. Grace is a member of the North Carolina Bar Association, Wake County 10th Judicial District Bar Association Young Lawyers Division, and that's long, and the Campbell Law School Alumni Association. Grace serves as a coach for one of the client counseling teams at Campbell Law School and serves as a mentor for young women in law, along with being a mentor of the North Carolina Bar Association membership program. She currently serves as a committee member of the membership program committee for the Young Lawyers Division of the Wake County Bar Association. Grace, we're extremely excited to have you as part of our club. If you haven't had an opportunity to say hello to her, please say hello to her at the meeting. And thank you so much for being here. Next, we have Georgette. Georgette's been to, this is her second meeting with us. Very excited to have her part of the club. She's being sponsored by Leslie Oliver. She is the best sponsor. Georgette is an accomplished leader in program and grant management and an international development professional and a former agent for the international development with employees with over 25-year experience managing education, health, nutrition, food security projects and programs in developing countries. She currently serves as the grant manager for Workers International. Georgette holds a master's degree in economics with a concentration in business management, obtaining her certification in project management for development professionals. I'm very excited to have you as part of our club. And if you have not had an opportunity to meet with Georgette, please see her after the meeting as well. If you would please welcome, thank please round of applause. Today, we get the honor of giving Peter, he's trading in his red badge with his blue badge. You wrote the red badge? Well, you were approved by the members of the board of this club to hold active membership in the Rotary Club. Probably that would have to be you because of breaking the badge. You expressed your willingness to become a Rotarian at your induction ceremony and pledged to abide by the principles, responsibilities, and obligations of the Rotary Club in personal and professional life. Upon your induction to the club, we provided you with a myriad of things for you to do by being part of a board meeting, to being part of service projects, welcoming people in, and you have accomplished the entire blue badge checklist. So with all that being said, we are very honored and excited today to provide you with your blue badge. You cannot break this. Thanks. Everyone, once again, for everybody. Last two quick updates. Once again, we have a service social not this Wednesday, March 27th, 5:30 to 7 here at Tobacco Road. I'm assuming there's probably basketball games going on, so it'll be a great opportunity to see some basketball, have some drinks, and fellowship with other fellow Rotarians. And for those who have not, if you haven't seen my email, we have a membership committee meeting tomorrow from 4 to 5. I sent out the agenda today, but if you need the Zoom link, please come up and follow up with me after the meeting. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Harrison. Was that, I have something to say about, oh, Peter. The next time, Harrison, I think somebody brings their red badge, we should have them wear like a cardboard thing around their neck. So Richard Aver, could you head on back up here to introduce our speaker, as we go over birthdays? No anniversaries this week, but we have 2 birthdays. Lori Fuller on the 19th, Sam Deese on the 20th, Sean Doyle and Burke Howard on the 22nd, and Matt Barfield on the 24th. I think I saw Matt. No? Okay. So happy birthday, everybody. And with that, it is time for our main event, David Williams, and to introduce him, his Mr. favorite.
Hello again, folks. It's my pleasure to introduce today's speaker, David Williams. David Williams once weighed 284 pounds and peaked at 180 pounds down. David has made a solid weight loss range since June of 2021. And if you follow him on LinkedIn, you'll see this journey. It's pretty amazing. During his journey, David became an endurance athlete, completing his first marathon at age 56. And plans to do an Ironman 7.3 North Carolina this fall. You know, I've known David for many years, and the only thing that has not shrank is his heart. He has an incredible heart for this community, and he donates his time and talent many times over. So it's my pleasure to introduce David Williams.
Just a moment to get this hooked up, because I'm a guy that likes to speak with people, so. Get it sucked in here, we're practicing earlier. Is that good?
I think that's good, yeah.
Second work. You got me good, Crystal? All right. Is it, okay, I think we're good. All right, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself before I dive in, and I'm gonna wrap this thing up on time as we keep going through, but I'm a Raleigh area native. And my wife and I were both born in Raleigh in the 1960s at the old Grace High School, which was in Overland Road. I graduated from Wake Forest High School, so I grew up in Wake County, and I don't know if this thing's gonna say squeaking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, I might have a voice.
Perfect.
All right. I don't want y'all to have to hear that the whole time. So, we were married in 1989, so this July will be our 35th wedding anniversary. We have 2 daughters, one that's about to be 33, and another one that's 30, both Megan and Brittany. So that's a little bit about myself. Did y'all notice the RT photo video kept coming up a lot over this table? So let me tell you a little bit about that. I'm a health coach. I have several men in this coaching class. I cater to men over 40, but I also own RTP photo video. Thankfully, I've got 2 fantastic young people, Caleb on the photography side and Crystal on the video production side, who those 2 handle a ton of stuff. And I've already shot like numerous people. I've shot at the presidential level. I've done numerous North Carolina governors. I've done magazine covers. And so I'm kind of at a point in my career that I want to transition more. And I've been coaching men recently to try to change their lives. So this story today is not about weight loss. It's about health. It's about getting in shape to live longer. And I want to take you through that journey as we go through. So as I begin to do that, share, this is how much sugar is in Pepsi. So when you get the feel, this is 17 teaspoons of sugar. This Snickers bar says satisfies, and maybe it satisfies your sugar craving, but it's 7 teaspoons of sugar in a Snickers bar. So I like to give a little feel from a visual standpoint. And there's my medal from the Raleigh Marathon that I completed back in October at age 56. So as I take you guys through, I'm 57 now, so 57-year-old endurance athlete, certified nutrition coach, and health coach for men over 40. And as I take you through that journey, I want to share with you what my life was like before this. And so now is a good time to show you. I almost forgot that I actually have slides up here. Where's the really fat one that's like it's missing? The one that at the beginning says, it's me. I don't see that one up there. That's the wrong coach. I'll come back to him in just a minute. I don't see the one with the side by side of me that says it's me because it's pictured over there. This gives you an idea of my different faces, you know, from the 284 standpoint on down to like 179. There's one right there that I definitely wanted to show you. These pictures are 3 years apart. And just to give you an idea of what I used to look like and what my transition has been. I'm not sure why it's not coming up, but I think the before and after really helpful for you to see. And I want to talk about what's more important than just the weight loss part. I was on 5 prescriptions. I'm on 0 prescriptions now. I had high blood pressure. My last doctor's visit, my blood pressure was 120/78 without prescriptions. I had high cholesterol. I had sleep apnea. I used to sleep with a sleep apnea machine, a CPAP machine. So I don't do that anymore. There I am. That's me before and after. Yep, it's me. That picture was in Honduras when we were on a cruise. And then they're 3 years apart. I changed my life from going from that overweight to where I'm at now. But like I said, it's more important about the full side of it, about losing is this thing still squeaking on a. So just transition your life from being able to live healthier. So Brenda she's been good about water and walking for years. And back when I was the heavy guy over here, she'd be like, let's go walk. And I'd be, no, I don't want to go walk because I was lazy. No, I don't want to walk. No, I don't want to walk. Once I started back in 4 years ago, April 1st was when I started my journey, got really serious about it. During the shutdown, what I did is the opposite of what a lot of people did during the shutdown. I gained 8 pounds that first month, and I went in the wrong direction. Something clicked inside of me that said, no more, I'm done. Tired of living like this. I've had it. I'm changing my life, and I've never looked back since. I'm coming up on my 3rd anniversary of maintaining 100 pounds down. I peaked at 108 down. But that's Brenda and I together. As you can see, the heavier side of us, we did this journey kind of together. The 2 of us together peaked at over 160 pounds down. And we changed our health, which is more important. Now, I'm going to get into a lot of different stuff, just to give you an idea on the photography side. I've met a lot of cool people, but I got my red dye snake shoes on today, right? It's not good. There's at the finish line, the marathon back in October. That was down on the beach before the marathon. And see, I'm still smiling at 26.2 miles. As I talk to you guys about some of the stuff that I do now, as a 57-year-old guy, I'm going to share like a lot of stats with you. It's not meant for you to do those things. I just went from sedentary and overweight to the whole other extreme of this. And you don't have to go to the other extreme. You can drink more water, you can walk a little more, you can do some basic stuff. So when I share that, it's just to share what's possible. So I want you to keep in mind what's possible to go from sedentary to where I'm at now. To give you an idea, if anybody's got me, that's the old pen size I used to be in. I was walking around with a friend in Walmart recently, and I was like, can you take a picture of these? You know, this is the size that I used to be in. And this is where I'll dive into some things. I want to share with you some stats just to give you an idea of how crazy I am these days. If anybody's got me beat on steps this month, please raise your hand, because as I stand before you right now, 18 days into the month, I got 333,000 steps. Anybody anywhere near 333,000? So you don't have to be that extreme, but that's how extreme I am and stuff. Now, to be fair, I did something with the network. I mean, I said for the month of March, this was to the members, I would do something like this here, you know, so I said, okay, members, for the month of March, whoever gets the most steps, I'm giving $100 to after the month of March is. However, whoever beats me for the month of March gets a $100 bonus. I think it's safe, I don't want to pay the $100 bonus, and I think it's pretty safe that I probably wouldn't have to. So yesterday I was doing a 10-mile run, thinking about being up in here in front of you guys today. So I'm out running for 10 miles just because I can do it, because I like doing it. Got my earbuds in, I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to say to these guys tomorrow? You know, what kind of stuff am I going to talk about? What's important for them to hear? And so, to give you an idea, like resting heart rate, like when I go to the doctor, I had dual shoulder surgeries last year, I had dual rotator cuff surgeries and dual bicep surgeries. I chose to do them 11 weeks apart on purpose because I wanted to get them done and be over with so I could start back into my life. So when I was laying there, I was like, how's my heart rate? They were like, we can tell you work out. So my resting heart rate stays in the upper 40s. To give you an idea for a resting heart rate. But a lot of that has to do with my craziness from endurance and running. I used to hate running growing up. I absolutely hated it. Basketball was my sport. I could run up and down the court. I could run around the court in practice, but outside of that, I did not like running. For some reason, I fell in love with running on this journey. Some people might think, that's the secret to your success. No, so here we go. Let's dive into some of the stuff. Nutrition. So nutrition, what I wish I had done is started exercising sooner, but I didn't. So out of that 108 pounds, I lost 62 of it by changing the way I ate. No movement. She couldn't even still get me to walk. I dropped 62 pounds without even walking. So getting the food part right is critical. And so when I coach men, I look at these 4 areas: mindset. We get into mindset. How are you thinking? What are you know, where's your mind at in this? Nutrition, good nutrition. I'll share a few of those things. Sleep and body movement. And this is a little bit of a chart here. Mindset. I can do this. It's actually not the right mindset. It's I will do this. So it's not an I can mentality. It's an I will. If not when, you know, is it now? Positive growth mindset. Nutrition, plenty of water, fruits and veggies. Protein every meal. So the things that I do when it gets into nutrition is we're a little bit on the extreme squeaky clean side. We do grass-fed, grass-finished beef. You know, so there's grass-fed, grain-finished beef. But Brenda and I take like everything kind of to a much higher level. Organic fruits and veggies. You don't have to go that deep with it, but more fruits and veggies. You know, more lean meats and water, cutting out the fast food drive-throughs. So I cut out the fast food drive-throughs. I'm very cautious when I eat out. You can tell that everything on the up there is probably not what a health coach would recommend, like every day of the week, right? But it's okay. One of the things that I tell people when I mention to you guys to think about is what I call 80-20-80. And that means 80% of the time you're sticking with like eating solid, eating those fruits and veggies, and staying away from the Pepsi and staying away from that type of stuff. And then 20% of the time is celebrating the anniversaries and going to lunch with friends and going to lunch to, you know, having dinner at a friend's house when you can't control what things food or what you're having. So 80-20-80 will get you a long ways by just focusing on staying on track 80% of the time, and then 20% of the time you kind of splurge a little bit. The thing is, I'm not an 80-20 eater because I've been doing this for so long now. I don't desire anything I used to desire. And I might seem crazy to you. You're like, you're crazy, David. You should have pets. You should have cake. I don't want this stuff anymore. I had pecan pie. I used to absolutely love it. Had it back at Thanksgiving. It tastes like eating sugar out of like, you know, just out of the bag like you just saw up here. So I don't have the same desires that I used to. When it comes to movement, it's about just moving your body. It's not about running. I did a 10-mile run yesterday. Some people in here may be runners. For those of you not, I'm not doing a 10-mile run. You don't have to do a 10-mile run. What I'm trying to do with most of the men that I'm working with is just to get them moving. Because most of the men that I'm working with do not have the nutrition right. They're not moving their bodies, and they're not sleeping well. I talk to so many men, and I have coaching calls. Like one of the guys that I talked to this morning, he was not feeling well last week, His sleep was 5 hours and some change last week. My sleep used to be anywhere from 5.5 to 7 hours on the high end. I'm averaging over 8 hours a night for a full year now. Thanks to my Garmin watch, I can just pull it up quickly on my phone app. And so averaging over, I used to think sleep was overrated. Averaging over 8 hours a night, life is great. I mean, I feel phenomenal. I pretty much do, a lot of people are surprised by this too. I'm pretty much an 8 o'clock at night bedtime guy and 4 in the morning. So I'm getting up, I run a different, my 8 hours runs a lot different than some people, but I absolutely love getting up at 4 in the morning. And when I get up at 4 in the morning, I'm ready to go. I can go for a run as soon as I get up, and it's too dark, I have to wait for the sun to come up. So I'm kind of waiting on things to happen a little bit, but I do a lot of other things, which leads me to resistance training. So it's blocked up there about using bands. So for anybody that's older, once you hit 40 plus, you start naturally losing muscle. So if you're losing weight and by default over 40, and as you continue to get older, you naturally lose muscle. You need to be doing some kind of resistance training. That could be standard push-ups, where you're just doing what's called air squats, where you're just standing here doing air squats, something to build up your muscles. But you can get resistance bands off of Amazon for under $20. You can hook them in the door, and you can do all kinds of chest movements, leg movements, and all kinds of exercises. So it's not just the cardio. So the walking, the running, the jogging, the hiking, the biking, the elliptical, all those things are great for cardio, but you need to work in some kind of resistance type of training as well. On the sleep side, 7 to 9 hours is the recommended amount of sleep. I don't know how many of you in here know how much sleep you get, but sleep is critical to your overall health. It makes a huge difference in how you live your life, how you feel. And so a lot of people neglect sleep. A lot of people think, well, I'm fine. You go to bed at midnight, you get up at 6 a.m. A lot of the men that I talk to are kind of in that range. And so what I'm trying to do is to get them to change their habits. It's about changing not just the weight loss habits, because I'm actually not a weight loss coach. So when I work with people, I tell them, expect to lose about 5 pounds a month. That's what I lost when I was at the peak of my journey. I had 1 month where I lost 9 to 10 pounds, but most of the months on my journey averaged about 5 pounds a month. And the beauty is I've sustained it. So I like, David Forrest has known me longer than anybody here. So David Forrest knew the bigger version of me. Richard Ayer's known me for a while, and I didn't know the full size version that I showed, the 284. David Forrest has known me since the 284 version. Something versus nothing. A lot of people think, well, I gotta be all in. I gotta do everything and I gotta get it done. And what happens, you set yourself up for failure. You try to do it all. You go to the gym 5 days this week, you do all this stuff, and then you don't go again for 4 weeks. Just do something versus doing nothing. And any progress moving forward that moves you forward makes a difference. Now, tomorrow, or yesterday. So when is the time? Tomorrow's gone. You know, yesterday's gone. Tomorrow, there's no need to put it off until tomorrow. You've got right now. So you've got things that you can decide right now that as soon as you leave this venue, by the way, make sure you take cookies. I got on the table over there. When you leave this venue, you've got some decisions that you can make right now. You can decide to get that Snickers bar or not get it. You can decide to drink more water. You can decide that after dinner tonight, I'm going to walk more. You've got right now that you can do something. Not tomorrow. Hey, I heard the guy talking, he went from 284 to 176. And I think I'll do that tomorrow. We know how that goes, right? Most of you look like you're old enough to get like how many tomorrows we've like done those things to. So what I'm going to do, it went fast. So we're at almost 125, and I try to be very respectful of time, knowing that I've got to 130. So questions and answers. I didn't cover as much as I'd like to, but I saw this in first, and then I'll go to Richard next. Carolina fan, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, go ahead.
So one of the things that I thought was really interesting, and first and foremost, thank you so much for your presentation, was the sleep piece. When you work and you coach men, do they ever tell you, well, listen, that's just not, I mean, maybe it worked for you. I just can't find the time in my day to squeeze in 7 to 9 hours of sleep. What are some of the strategies that you help them employ so that they can get more sleep?
Okay, so getting more sleep and His question was getting more sleep, and I don't have enough time in the day to get 7 to 9 hours. So one of the things that I do when I start talking to men about that is the productivity. If you've never experienced it, if you've never experienced that 7 to 9 hours, and how much more productive the energy that you will have to get stuff done. I am 57 years old and I'm absolutely full of energy. These are not my running shoes, they're my fun shoes, but I could have my running shoes on right now and we could go for a run because I got the energy to do it. And so I tell them, if you've never experienced it, try it. And some of the strategies to do it is just making it like, I had one man, great example, and then I'll get Richard's question. But I had one man admit, this is where, when you start thinking about it, well, I don't have the time, I'll say, he admitted that he starts watching his favorite show, and the next thing you know, it's 11 or 12 o'clock at night because he starts binge watching. So thankfully, he was honest with himself and honest with me as his coach, that I just kept watching, kept watching, kept watching. And so you gotta make that decision. You gotta say, you know, and so I'm extremely disciplined. It's not about motivation, it's about discipline. So I try to tell people, like, I have a favorite show too. But you know what? I know once it gets 7:30, 7:45, if I watch that show again, it's gonna be that 8:15, 8:30 mark, and that's just not who I am. And so I've got to make a decision. So we walk through, like, what are you doing? And then if you've never experienced it, how much more productive, how much more energy you're gonna have. Because I don't take afternoon naps. I'm not sleepy in the afternoon. I've got energy right up. I've got such a system. By 8 o'clock, I'm like gone, and by 4 a.m., I'm up and ready to go. So that's what I want to encourage men. If you try this and trust me, then that's what you're going to be able to experience. Richard?
What are your thoughts on intermediate fasting? Intermittent fasting.
Oh, great point. So intermittent fasting, what are your thoughts on intermittent fasting? So here's a short version. I thought about this before I even got up here. If you want to lose weight, weight is your primary focus, cut carbs and do intermittent fasting. There you go. There's your weight loss trick right there. Intermittent fasting works. Cutting carbs works. But I don't know about you, but I like to eat when I want to eat, and I want to eat what I want to eat. And one of the beauties of being a runner is I don't worry about carbs. Now, you might think, well, I'm not a runner, I don't care to be a runner, but I'm so active, that's just my thing. Like, if I wake up in the morning and want to eat, I'm consuming some days, you know, some serious carbs, especially if I've got a really long run. I don't worry about the carbs. So, but intermittent fasting is a great way. If you don't know what that is, I'll give you the short version of it. You find an 8-hour window when you're going to eat and a 16-hour window of when you're not going to eat. That's the normal intermittent fasting. So for example, from 10 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night, that's when you consume all your food. And from 6 o'clock at night till 10 o'clock the next morning, you don't consume any food. And intermittent fasting is something that does work. I've got friends, or Brenda and I have friends that are 1 meal a day intermittent fasting. So they just eat like lunch every day. That's all they do. But see, when you're supposed to get 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, which is about 185 grams of me, I stay between 182 and 185 now. I was 179 back in the summer last year, so I'm not too worried. I stayed in that range. To get that much protein, I can't get all that in 1 week. I've got to spread my protein out. Now I can do that with intermittent fasting and get it in. We got 2 minutes, so we have 1 or 2 more questions. Yes, Jennifer, right?
How do you prepare for the week so that you're setting yourself up for success?
Great point. Thankfully, I've been married for almost 35 years, coming up in July. Because she's phenomenal at like food prep and getting food ready, it's keeping it organized. So thankfully, Brenda does a lot of stuff. But however, what Brenda doesn't do, I have my own strategies. For example, wild caught tuna in water. You have to be careful when you buy stuff, because when I was at the grocery store the other day, I saw wild caught tuna in canola oil. You don't want it in canola oil, you want it in water. So I'll do little things like grab a pack of that because it's 17 grams of protein, it's only 70 calories. And I'd rather have that if I'm on the go and have something quick. So there are some quick solutions like that. What I did the other day is I was hungry, I didn't prepare, I didn't have stuff with me, so I chose to go to the grocery store, not for fast food. I went to Wegmans, I got me 2 packs of wild caught tuna in water, I got me a banana, and I got an organic, healthy version of their hard to find protein shake. So we're at 1:30 on the dot. I don't know if there's one more question, otherwise I'm calling it. All right. Manage my time, thank you.
David, thank you so much for, speaking to us. Will you be around a little bit after the meeting? I have some questions about the description. Also, like, to get you very good Raleigh mug.
Thank you.
But are you a coffee drinker?
I do, I drink black decaf.
There you go. Black tea cap. So thank you. Then let's give him another round of applause. So Rotarians, you all rise with me. We had, a little bit on the longer side business meetings, but David, you were great at managing your time. We ran a little bit long on our end, so please go talk to him if you have any follow-up questions. So a lot of great things going on. So excited to see you guys next week. But could all Rotarians repeat after me the four-way test? And the things we think, say, and do is it the truth? Is it fair? Will it build a good deal of better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Meeting adjourned.